good, everybody? It's your girl, Miss Giselle, and this is Black Table Conversations with Miss Giselle. And today we have the songstress, Sister Madam X in the building. Say
Okay.
hello.
What's up? Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. Again, you have blessed us with some awesome tracks that can be found on iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify. Anywhere music resides, that's where her sounds can be found.
Yes.
This- yes, she's one of our top 12 artists of the month for the month of October. And I'm just so happy to have found like fell into your artistry. So let's just dive in. Let's talk about you and what got you to this point.
Yeah. Once again, thank you for having me. I grew up in the church. So I grew up in a small town in Texas called Wichita Falls, Texas. And I was, man, my great grandmother used to go to the small church, and every Sunday she'd be like, go up there and go sing. And I'd be like, Grandma, no, I don't want to. And she'd be like, what did I say? I'd be like, okay, yes, ma'am. And I get up and go, you know what I mean? So from a young age, I had been singing, but it really wasn't until I was like 22 that I really started taking it seriously and really started understanding that it's my calling. Um, Up until then, I was involved in high school with the theater arts program. I was in choir. I was always involved in something musical, even if that meant helping out my friends at their churches and things of that nature. But when I turned 22, that was actually the first time that I wrote, that was the first song I wrote that I ended up releasing, which was called On Me. And after that, I just took off. It's like, yeah, I just took off, man. Like that's all I can say. Even now, it's still a learning experience because one day I'll be like, okay, I feel like we're good. Like I'm in a space where I can write or I feel creative. And then it's like the next day I'm like, nope, we're in this thing. Like I'm about to drop 5 albums. Like I'm about to, you know what I mean? So it can be very quick.
As an artist myself, I understand. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Now, now one thing that I want to say is I really love your projects, but what made you start getting in and actually recording? Like what made you just take that step to go in and just start laying your tracks and really
It
marketing yourself as an artist?
mm, it was okay. So when I was a little girl, I would always tell my great grandmother that I was gonna sing when I grow up. And so she would always tell me, she'd be like, well, don't sing the devil's music, right? And at the time I didn't understand what that meant. And even now I have my own understanding of what that means. You know what I mean? And so I was like, man, for a long time I was scared because I was like, I know I have something to say, but I don't know if I'm going to disrespect my family or if people are going to receive it or anything like that. And what happened was one of my really good friends here in Texas is a producer. And we were listening to this track together, and I just started writing. And that was the first song we released called Runaway. And it speaks about that song was actually about a time that I went through where I dealt with obsession. And I know that's a really heavy topic for people to talk about, you know what I mean? Because it's like, whoa. But it was actually really healing for me to express it because I was like, something's not right. You know what I mean? And so in the beginning, music was for me to one express, for me to understand myself and like what it is that I'm going through, and then also to share my truth, you know, because in that time I was also finding my truth and finding who I am. And now it's evolved into um I call it I call it the hymns of modern time. So how I look at my music is it's a roadmap for people to understand what self-awareness looks like, how to discover themselves, how to live in their truth, you know what I mean, how to speak when you feel silenced, things of that nature. And so that's really what started inspiring me to get in there and record, as well as COVID. During the time where we shut down, it gave me time to sit in silence and really be like, okay, what's the game plan, X? Like, what's your purpose? What is it that you want people to receive or understand? How do you want to move? How do you want to move in this lifetime with people? And so um, I started off with headphones. That was the first song that I released on me. And I was literally in my room with some headphones in, just recording on GarageBand and looking at YouTube videos on how to mix and master. And like, and I just threw it out there. And it was cool because I was like, that taught me right there. You can do so much with so little. It's not even about the equipment you have. It's not about what you don't have. It's all about how are you going to move with what you do. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And
So
you just gave me some ideas. So I love that. I love that. I love that.
yeah,
So that's what got you there. Now, I told you one of your songs that really was so dope to me, and that was the Speak, that song. Let's talk about the energy that activated you to really write those that line of music, because it was so revolutionary. When I listened to it, it was very revolutionary. And
yeah,
my children even know the lyrics, as I was telling you before, because
yeah.
that's how much I play it. So what inspired that?
Um, I wrote that song last year when I lived out in Atlanta. Um, I had gone to a protest. This was during the time of George Floyd, well, after his murder. And my roommates that I stayed with, they had protested before. And I felt deep in my spirit, like, I gotta get up. I need to do something. You know what I mean? And so I talked to them about like what to expect, how it is that I should like navigate, what do I need to prepare for, and things like that. And Morehouse actually posted on Twitter about how they were gathering at a local park near downtown and that they were going to go protest. So I literally saw that at like 11 a.m. and pulled up by 12, ready to go. And so we started protesting and we started marching. And that was such a liberating experience for me because at first I was scared because, of course, I didn't know what to expect. But I also was so fresh and new to it, you know. And as we started marching, I'm looking next to me and I'm looking around me and I'm like, man, these are not only people who look like me, but they're in my age group. They know what's going on. You know, they see what isn't right and they're standing up for people who can't stand up for themselves. They're using their voice for positive. They're making a change. You know what I mean? And it just got me really, really emotional because I was like, I am a part of this. You know, how incredible to be surrounded by people who are just like on it. And so when I got home after, I felt once again in my spirit, I was like, that was good and it was fulfilling. But I have something to say. There's something more that needs to come. And so that's when I started writing Speak. And actually, one of my close friends, was FaceTiming me and they were like, X, you should write something. Like, you should write something about talking or about sharing your views and stuff like that. And so that's when the first lyric, constantly evolving in my mind, finding out the process takes some time, speeding myself up, slowing myself down, trying to catch up, but progression makes no sound. And so that right there was very, and it's funny because when I write, it's like I go tunnel vision. So
I
it's
know the
like,
feeling.
yeah, when I'm in there, I'm not really there. Does that make sense?
Oh, 100%. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, I'm here with you. And that's
Until
exactly what you're supposed to do. That's a spiritual experience.
and then it's like when I like come up or come to, I look at what I wrote and I'm just like, yeah, that wasn't me, bro, but that's incredible. You know what I mean? Like it's
Right.
me, of course, but the vessel that my ancestors or that God used me for, that's what really is captivating people like yourself. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, that's what inspired that song.
Yes. Absolutely. You were so deserving for one of the spots on the top 12. We had
Thank
to
you.
extend it to the top 12. It originated as the top 10, but we
Okay.
couldn't. It was too many dope artists. We had a lot of people to choose from. But like you were amazing,
Thank you.
seriously amazing. And I feel everything that you say. I felt that when I was listening to your song, it's even more than that. Even the harmony, it reminds me of like the old Negro spiritual, maybe even plantation style harmony, where our ancestors had to use music to stay motivated to make their daily goals, just to pick cotton and do everything else that we had to do during
Yeah.
those years. So I feel like you kind of tapped into your ancestry, and it was amazing. So, guys, if you can, please go out and support this young sister. She's putting out the music. People say so many things about the music that they hear today, but really, what are you doing about it? Support
Yeah.
the artist that's putting out the difference in music. And like speaking of that, like how do you feel about the direction of music today? Like how do you feel about that?
I feel like there are a lot of solid artists who not only are impactful within their storytelling, but are really impactful within the community and within the culture. I feel like there are, of course, artists who are supposed to play the position of distractions of your everyday listen. You know what I mean? There's a purpose in that. However, I think that the next wave of artists that are coming in, whether that's underground, whether that's mainstream, are some hard hitters. You know what I mean? Of course, even a lot of old heads. Like recently, I was listening to Nas. You know what I mean? And his
Amazing.
Nobody with Lauren
I'm
Hill.
nobody. I play it 24/7.
Okay,
One of
and
the
like
dopest tracks that's out today. I rock it all the time, even on
that,
my stories on IG. And especially
yes,
Lauren went so hard on that song. Every time I hear that song, like it's
and
amazing poetic facts, and it's just it's moving. The music is moving, and we're
yeah,
still here putting the dopeness into the music, bringing the culture, pouring our real true culture into the
yes,
music.
and that,
So all of the commercialized, we know the real from the fake. So
yeah,
all that commercialized stuff, it may get the popular sound on the radio because it's paid for. But when you come out and you do what you're doing, that is revolutionary. And people will like that the truth, people are gravitating towards that. They
and
just
that
are.
and that's the entire intention. You know what I mean? Is to be honest, man. Like that's my goal. I want to make music that not only is honest and raw and real, but represents me and something you can groove to if you want to groove, something you can chill out to if you want to chill out. But either way, I inspire to impact people. You know what I mean? Uh, Ever since I was a little girl, I always said that I wanted to be that song you heard on the radio that made you, if you were on the last leg, you know what I mean? And you were like, I can't do this anymore. And then a Madam X song comes on and you're like, I can push, like I got this, you know?
Absolutely
And so that's, yeah, bro, it's just, the new waves of artists, even like artists like J. Cole, man, and
amazing.
yes, like
I love them. New
dude,
album drop, I'm all over it every single time. Like that man, even down to like my youngest son, he's like inspired by the J. Cole's of the world, especially Nas. Like, because I always rock Nas, period. I rock
yes,
Jay Z and Nas, always rock Jay Z and Nas, period. They
yeah,
always like, I, they just were a couple of my favorites. I liked a couple of more, but Jay Z, Nas, Kendrick Lamar's dope. Um, who we talking? Well, always Lauryn Hill. I don't think Lauryn Hill, I don't care. She don't have to come out with no other album, but she will forever have an artist who follows her, like a fan who follows her. And another one, Jill Scott.
Girl, I was so thinking that. Yes.
Jill Scott, I love her to the top of my. And we can't ever leave out Erica Badu. Erica Badu, Jill Scott, like neck and neck. Yeah, so we got like some of the dopest artists who ever did it. And that's why I always give them props 24/7. And we can't leave out Beyonce. I feel like Beyonce, she put in work across the board. People always have to downplay her. I'm like, no, just give her props for all of the work that she did. That was a lot of work that she put in.
Yeah. At the end of the day, her discipline, her hard work, her self-motivation, like it's untouchable.
Yeah.
So it's
Ari Lennox. Her name's Ari Lennox. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Ari Lennox. Yeah.
And it's another who so many. We got some dope artists, and I call out their names because they just dope. So if y'all hear this, y'all dope in my book. I'm just saying. I'm an artist myself, but I think we should give props to those who are really representing, even in the music. They don't lose themselves in the music. They respectfully represent us in a way, like in society and beyond. They always represent us in the best light. So big ups to them, always. Seriously. But yeah, so is there anything that, like, how can people reach you? Like, say if somebody want to sign you, just saying, or just to get your music. What's the best? Do you have a website or anything?
I'm working on my website right now. You can best contact me through my email, through my Instagram, which is Madam X Music 54@gmail.com. That's MADAMEXMUSIC 54@gmail.com.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you get that website taken care of because I got you on the back end.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Try to build our artists straight like that. But besides that, I will make sure that your information is in the bio. And guys, if you go to MissGiselle.com and you go to the top 12 artists of the month for October, she is one of our artists. Her bio is there with her pic. If you click on her picture, it'll take you straight to her music. So definitely, if you can, support this sister and purchase her music. Follow her on IG, follow her on YouTube. I'll also include your YouTube handle so we can get you there.
Yes, ma'am.
So that people can get you there.
Madam, YouTube handle is Madam X Music.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
And absolutely, Madam X Music. Gotcha. So, is there anything that you want to leave everyone with tonight?
Man, just continue to be your best selves, man. Like, it sounds so cliche, but to be honest, in the world we live in, that is something that is so challenging, is to be your true authentic self 24/7. You know what I mean? I really respect and admire people who are individuals who have their own minds, who are able to, agree to disagree when it comes to different opinions, different outlooks on life. You know what I mean? Like, that's dope. That's so beautiful to be around and to be able to see. So yeah, just continue to be yourself, continue to grow, and don't be distracted by the facade or by what people tell you to pay attention to. Trust yourself.
Okay. And on that note, family, that's your girl, Madam X, and she's gonna leave us with some tunes.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say peace, love, and reparations, but definitely stand by as our sister get prepared for her performance.
Yes.
Live performance. Peace, love, and reparations, family.
Your life, could it be a book? A lot of people have stories to tell, but they just don't know how to translate it to paper. This is why I created Area Justice Media Group, LLC. At Area Justice Media Group, we are entertainment. Instead of a script, we write our own stories, use our own imagination, and entertain readers all around the world. My name is Elizabeth Roberts, and I'm an author and a book publisher. Not only do I publish books, but I make them come to life on the TV screen. I have had one of my books featured on The Real. I have worked with numerous celebrities in the book and film industry. My book trailers / short films are now available on Roku, Amazon TV, Apple TV, and more. I've had the pleasure of writing a 2-hour feature film, and I have now helped over 30 authors get published with their books being distributed via Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Walmart, and more. In addition, I publish all genres, so nobody will be left out. In traditional publishing, you have to hire an editor, copywriter, formatter, and cover designer. At Area Justice Media Group, I am your one-stop shop from publishing to getting your book on the TV screen. Welcome to the group.
But if a man doesn't have a job or an income, he has neither life nor liberty and the possibility for the pursuit of happiness.
And family, what you guys were all been waiting for. And we have Madam X performing her single, On Me.
I'm on a high. I'm trying to reach a level of fulfillment in my life. I'm trying to reach another depth of sacrifice. Speaking of congregations, open up your mind, allow illumination. So what's my purpose? I know I'm just maneuvering my way through this circus. Speak a little truth. People will lose their minds. Love a little harder. Suddenly you're defined. I know you haven't heard positivity in your mind. Oh, your mind. So it starts with me. I have to captivate my own abilities. Set my own examples just to reach prosperity. You reap just what you sow, so my harvest will be a feast on me, and you can come too. I have plenty room. No one gets left behind when you're a part of the crew. Know your worth and exert to teach the mind of the elites. Define yourself, because it's all on me. On me, it's all on me. So what do you say? I have responsibilities, yes, in a way, to change up your perception through everyday life mistakes. Don't sleep on me, 'cause I ain't lonely. Listen, I ain't lonely, but I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Give me up some truth. I heard about your lifestyle, but your words just are so new. Please practice what you preach. Make an impact on me. And so it starts with me. Have to captivate my own abilities. Set my own examples just to reach prosperity. You reap just what you sow, so my harvest will be a feast on me, and you can come too. See, I have plenty room. No one gets left behind when you're a part of the crew. Know your worth, then exert to teach the mind of the elites. Define yourself, because it's all on me. On me, 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 da 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 da. Ba da 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 ba da da da. Wa 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 ba da 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 ba ba da da da. Whoa, it's all on me.
Amazing. I am so glad that you stopped at the Black Table today.
Yes, ma'am.
You did that track right there, okay? Yeah. I am feeling every vibration, and I'm sure everyone who tuned into the show can feel it too. And on that note, family, this is our sister, Madam X, and your girl, Miss Giselle. Until next time, love, peace, reparations, prosperity, and everything else in between.